Welcome back to Conquest Creations. I'm your host, Jacob Lucas, and in today's game, we have the Siege of Rivendell. The One Ring overcame Frodo's willpower. He could not bring himself to cast it into the fire. Instead, the Ringwraiths found him and were able to return the ring to the Dark Lord. With his full power restored, Sauron launches a conquest that destroys the kingdoms of the free people of Middle-earth one by one. But there is one bastion of hope left, the House of Elrond, Rivendell. The remaining heroes of the free people have gathered for their final stand, a last chance to defy the Dark Lord and a last chance at restoring peace to Middle-earth. The defending force is led by Elrond, Gandalf the White, and Aragorn. The rest of the defenders is an army of elven warriors, Glorfindel, Elladan and Elrohir, Erestor, Arwen, Legolas, and Gimli. The attacking force is a vast army led personally by the Dark Lord himself. By his side are his two lieutenants, Gothmog and the Witch King. They have a horde of over 200 orcs, several trolls, a contingent of Morgul knights, and the great beast of Golgoroth. The Mouth of Sauron, a Black Númenórean marshal, Guritz, Goroth, and Gothmog's enforcer are all within the ranks of the orcs. They have several banners as well as a drummer. And they have also brought siege weapons to break the walls of Rivendell, with several siege towers, catapults, ladders, and the Great Battering Ram. The objective in this game is simple. At the end of 12 turns, whichever player has more miniatures inside each building will score 1 point per building. The evil side will get 1 point for killing each of the leaders of the free people, Elrond, Aragorn, and Gandalf, while the good side will score 5 points if they are able to kill Sauron. The good side starts with a massive advantage because they're controlling every single one of the buildings, and they have a massive wall in front of them. However, the evil side has an overwhelmingly larger army than the defenders, with plenty of siege weapons to help them break in. To make this game a bit more interesting, I've given each army a secret ability that I haven't told the other team about. The good side can call in reinforcements. Aemir and a group of Rivendell knights can move in from any board edge and charge the evil forces. And once per game, Elrond can call upon the power of the River Bruinen and inflict a strength 2 hit on every single model in the river. This should help the defenders thin out that attacking horde, and the attackers won't be expecting it. The evil side can summon the Watcher in the water, using its regular rules for its deployment, exploding from beneath the defenders. And once per game, Sauron can cast a Fireball. This spell casts on a 2+, and the target model and all models within 2 inches will take a strength 9 hit and be instantly killed regardless of their number of wounds remaining, unless they can pass their fate save. Importantly, this is all models, so Sauron doesn't want to risk killing his own trolls with this ability. It's going to be a ton of fun to see the players taken by surprise by these secret powers. Well, speaking of the players, let's meet them.
Hi, my name's Liam. I'm very pleased to be back in the Conquest studio again, filming another battle report. I'll be taking charge of half the evil army that's assaulting the Kingdom of Noldareth today. Game plan is we've got a big stompy great beast and a bunch of trolls. I love monsters, so hopefully get to see them in action, get to come in, smack some stuff, trample with the great beast and breach the gates. I'm really excited for today. We've all been, waiting for this Kickstarter to come out for a very long time. This is my first time playing on this terrain, and it's obviously very, very gorgeous, which you'll all see when this video comes out. Super modular, super awesome how there's all the different levels and ladders. Hopefully we have a good time breaching it with the battering ram, and yeah, we'll see how we go.
Hi Marcus, excited to be back on the Conquest Creations channel for the second time, and really keen to get into the siege today. I'm commanding half of the evil force along with Liam, so big horde of orcs for me, and I'm going to be managing Sauron as well. First priority is going to be to get over the walls, and once we get over the walls, there's a lot of open space behind there, so we should be able to bring our numbers to bear. Given we've got secret abilities, I'm assuming that the elves probably have some secret abilities of their own, so we'll have to be prepared for that when they happen.
Hey guys, it's Alex from Mountain Goat Gaming, and today I'm taking control of the forces of good for this Siege of Rivendell. Realistically, we don't need much of a game plan. We have elves, the best warriors in the game. They're going to be manning the walls, shooting down. If I need to put some heroes in, I guess I'll have to do that. But realistically, what are they going to throw at me? I know no matter what strategy Liam and Marcus throw at me, there's no way I can lose.
The terrain that we're playing on today is from the brand new Kingdom of Noldareth Kickstarter, which launched the same moment as this video went live. Here at Conquest Creations, we have designed the STL files of all of the scenery that you see here on the table. If you want to build your own Elven kingdom, then by backing the Kickstarter, you'll get every single one of these STL files for you to 3D print. All of this terrain has been designed by wargamers for wargamers. All of the buildings have been designed with play in mind, meaning that you have enough space to move your miniatures through all the doorways and ladders connect each floors of the building. Every piece is easy to print, being completely support free and split into as few pieces as possible. Every piece fits on a regular sized FDM print plate. I think this is the best terrain that we have ever made here at Conquest Creations. And by backing the Kickstarter, you're not only going to get yourself this awesome terrain, but you also support the channel to make more videos just like this one. While the Kickstarter is running, you can also add on the Siege equipment bundle, as well as any of our previous kingdoms at their original Kickstarter price, which is a pretty decent discount. For the true hobby legends, you can back the Conquest Mega Bundle and get every single piece of terrain that we have ever designed here at Conquest Creations. With that bundle, you could supply the terrain to a whole entire tournament or even a whole entire wargaming club just with the Conquest Mega Bundle. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please back the Kickstarter. It allows me to keep making videos just like this one. I have a ton of fun making these, and I hope you have a ton of fun watching them. All right, let's get into this game. First turn priority has gone to the evil side. What's the plan here?
Plan here is obviously we've got the battering ram going on. We're going to go in there, try and shove as many trolls and monsters and things to kind of break things up, and then hopefully just pour in with as many orcs as possible.
And that goes into Sauron's move next.
So first offensive action of the game, Sauron's going to try to chill soul this elf here up on the wall. No.
When's he going to finish his move?
He'll just finish his move. He'll just move up. He'll just move up to there.
So that is going to the good movement side. Alex, what are you thinking here?
Well, no matter how many orcs come our way, we're set up, we're ready to go. They're not even going to get through the gate. So we're just going to stand where we are. We're ready to go. There's no issues. We're not going to die.
All right, perfect. That goes into the shooting phase. So evil shooting phase started off very unimpressively with all of these orc archers firing at the elves on the walls and not getting a single kill, but now we're into the catapults. All right, what's the plan here?
We've got two catapults here, and they're both going to fire at elves down here on the wall.
The catapults were a bit more successful. They fired at the elves on the walls and managed to kill 4 of them. All right, and that goes into the elven shooting phase. There's a ton of shots. Who are you going for?
We're just going into the front rank. Whoever's closest to me is the biggest threat to me. So we have 17 shots, and we're going to have lots of hits. How about that?
Wow.
How about that, boys? How about that, boys?
That's 9 dead orcs, turn 1 of elven shooting.
Bang.
And priority for the next turn has gone to the elves. Alex, you didn't move last turn. What's happening this turn?
Well, I killed 10 orcs that turn. Obviously, the plan is perfect. Nothing needs to change. I'm standing here again. What could they possibly do that would make me lose from here?
So that's going to go to the evil move phase. In the evil move phase, they started with these siege towers going down and dropping their drawbridges ready to get orcs on the table.
We're getting closer to the walls now. We've got some orcs very conveniently getting into some undefended section of wall there, so they should be able to get through over there, and we've hit across, so I'm going to get fighting.
I'm pretty happy where we're at. We've obviously dropped the drawbridges, let all the orcs in. Battering rams at the door. We're coming through, Alex.
So that is the end of the evil move phase. Alex, do you have anything to say?
We do. Elrond's felt there's too many yucky feet in his river, and we're going to clean them out. The river's going to awaken every single model in the river, take a straight 2 hit.
So yucky.
It's so yucky. Elves are cool. 19, I guess D4. 5 sword.
5.
Oh, guys, it's the dice, not me.
Wow.
That is incredible.
That was just one section of them.
9 of the 19 die. I'm happy for you to choose any of them in there.
The river flood was brutal, taking out 20 orcs. That was significantly more than I was expecting, and significantly more than the odds dictated should have happened. But obviously, this is a dice game, so there's a lot less orcs on this battlefield now. And the good shooting phase went pretty well, killing 3 orcs, and then Legolas rolled. From his space in the watchtower, he could see through the smallest crack in the gatehouse at Sauron. He used his instant hit ability, which hits on a 2+, and he was successful, followed by a 6 and then a 5. Alex, it's 1 point of might to do the first wound to Sauron. Are you going to do it?
Absolutely.
Beautiful. So Sauron has taken a wound. And in the evil shooting phase, the catapults missed this turn, but then the Great Beast went, fired at the elves in the gatehouse, and managed to take one down. And the last thing this turn is the Great Battering Ram hitting the gate. That gate is defense 10 with 3 wounds, and the Battering Ram does 3 strength 10 hits, 3 4-ups, and you'll kill the gate. You've done 1 wound, it's got 2 remaining. And this move phase for the evil side just saw the orcs pouring forward once again. There's some combats on the walls this turn. The Witch King leapt over the wall, ready to get into the city of Rivendell and fight some elves. That goes into the good movement phase.
Well, it turns out it's a bit too relaxed on the walls because some of the orcs actually managed to get on. So we've had to address the lines there. Eleanor and Elra here getting ready to defend. This little wily Witch King has kind of tempted me in, so I've managed to charge in with some elves. He is trapped if he loses the fight, so that'll be interesting. Aerosor's eyeing him up for next turn. The gates are ready to be protected, and then you got Aragorn, Gimli, and Arwen kind of edging their way towards the stairs, not moving fully, but just in case anything bad happens. Not that anything will.
And here we are with the very first combat of the game. We've got 1 orc here, looks like he's fighting 2 elves with a spear support. Let's see it. Just ignore those rules.
I went, and then we're gonna overly kill him. Yeah. Which you have. Fall down.
And the next fight is the Witch King with his 3 attacks, fighting a ton of elves. Set the bar. There's a 6, and not a 6 from the elves, so the Witch King has won that. And that's just 1 kill. And the rest of the fight's finished up with the elves doing really well on the walls, getting several kills and not losing a single elf in return. That goes to the final thing, which is the gate.
Here's our roll to try to break down the gate. And we've got the Troll Chieftain there, so we'll spend a point of might on the Troll Chieftain to break the gate down.
So that will destroy the gate, and as the gate falls, every model that was touching the Battering Ram gets to participate in heroic combat moving through the gate. And priority for this turn went to the evil side. Alex, what have you done?
I don't like that. Aragorn's going to call a free heroic move. It affects literally no one except Aristor, who's going to go pin the Witch King. No counter calls from the evil team, so we're going to do that.
And that's the heroic done?
I'm just going to make sure I have a dude touching this banner, and that's it. Owen's going to chill there. I like it.
And evil move phase saw Sauron and the trolls charging through the gate into the elves, and then orcs just pouring onto the walls where they can. That went into the good move phase where the elves attacked the Witch King and just tried to reposition on the walls. The shooting phase was very uneventful with no models on either side going down, going into a very important combat phase. Are there any heroics to declare?
I'll be calling a strike on the Witch King against Aristor.
And Alex, will you counter that?
Hell yeah.
All right, so that's a big fight, but you guys have priority. Where do you want to start? All right, here's the Troll Chieftain.
On a 4.
On a 4. There's a 6.
That'll go to you.
Yeah, nothing the Troll Chieftain can do because he spent a point of might. Wow, 2 wounds on the Troll Chieftain.
Jeez.
Okay.
The next fight is Sauron. Let's see Sauron set the bar.
He's on a 5.
Okay.
You're telling me there's a chance.
There was not a chance.
Better. Let me have a
No chance. Now, what's the plan with him, Marcus?
I think we had a barge to make some space for all the Morgul Knights and the other trolls coming through.
It's time for the Witch King now. Let's see the heroic strike roll off. Witch King is fight 10. What's Aristor going to get to?
Obviously not.
Oh, also fight 10. It's a 5, so you can might up to a 6.
Aristor? My two-handers. And 4 regular guys? Oh no, that's not enough people. Banner reroll on Aristor.
Alright, so the Witch King just has to spend a point of might and he'll win that.
Yeah, I'll spend it. Spend it.
Yep, absolutely.
Should be a lot left, I think. Yes.
And the Witch King has decided to barge, pushing these elves out of the way and allowing him to recharge. And that went to the rest of the combats, where the elves fared pretty poorly. Sauron got more kills, elves on the walls went down, a couple more orcs were lost, but overall they're starting to push into the city. And the Witch King managed to kill one of the bannermen.
So, good one priority, but we've called a heroic move with the Troll Chieftain there at the gates just to make sure that we can get enough models through and we don't get bogged down there.
And Sauron's about to move. Now, last turn, this twin here on the wall got wounded by a single orc. What are you planning on doing with Sauron, Marcus?
We're going to put an extra one of Sauron's actual will into this. We're going to try and chill soul the twin, just to see if we can force his fate out.
Absolutely.
2 dice.
It's cast on a 6. So this does a wound to the twin, which means the twin would just die. Obviously, he's got some fate. Alex, do you want to resist it?
I'm not going to attempt to resist it.
Wow.
I'm going to go straight to fate points, and we'll let the Valor carry me through it. So, first fate point, easy pass.
Easy pass. All right. So he's got 1 wound, 1 fate.
So I've removed the Witch King. I wanted to chip off that final wound from that other twin, so I've cast a Black Dart. Got a 4, spend the reroll, still didn't get a 5, spend my last point of might to get the 5. So hopefully I don't need any might points on the Witch King, and we'll see how we go.
I'm going to use some will to try and resist it.
Okay.
I'm going to use both. And obviously I'm going to roll a 5 high at least. But obviously this one will not be a 6, so it's all it is.
And we can see this heroic move was super effective for the evil side, getting so many models into the gate. They've obviously got a long way to go to start getting into the buildings to score points though. And this is the board after the movement phase. As you can see, the evil side just pouring across those walls, but the good side is holding this side very solidly. That takes us into the shooting phase. The shooting phase started off with Legolas firing down at the Troll Chieftain with his 2 up to hit. He managed to hit him, rolled a 6 to wound, followed by a 3, so Legolas spent a point of might to wound the Troll Chieftain, and then the Troll Chieftain failed his fate and took 2 wounds earlier, so he is dead. Take him out, boys. That is brutal. That went to the evil shooting next, where the catapults fired at Legolas. They managed to hit him, do a wound, but he passed his fate. And then the Great Beast fired into Elro here. It managed to do another wound. He passed his fate to survive it. If he dies, the other twin will go crazy and try to kill whoever killed him, and he's on his last legs. That was an exciting shooting phase. All right, the first fight for this turn is the Witch King fighting against Aristor. Liam, set the bar with the Witch King. You charged in, so you got 4 dice. That was the wrong dice. Try going this one.
Oh. You shut your mouth off.
Fainting, and greens are going to kill you as well. I want a 5.
Well, the Witch King is not in banner range, so that is good enough.
That's you, man. Yeah, everything good. The Witch King. That is horrendous.
That's not good. Aristor can reroll failed wounds. That is 1 wound on the Witch King. Correct. Failed. Passed.
Thank God. Okay, let me just see what the third one would have been.
And the fights around the battlefield were raging, and then this fight with Elro here happened next. Liam, what happened in there?
So this lonely little orc here just charged into Elra here. Rolled the 6 to win the fight, and then rolled the 6 to wound, so I just killed Elra here with a random guy.
Yeah, can you take Elro here out?
Absolutely.
And now Eladan, his twin brother, who is over here, he gets +1 strength, -1 defense, and must do everything in his power to chase down
That guy.
that one orc. Incredible. On this flank, there are very few elves left, and those orcs are just streaming in, ready to climb up that cliff next turn and start pushing towards the tower and then the other council house further in. On this side, that's been very slow for the evil side. Finally, they got a grip with Goroth, killing 2 elves to get onto the wall so they can start pouring in. They can get to this building really quickly, which will score the evil side a point. And in the center, Sauron lost his fight and pushed back, but the cavalry charged in, managed to get a few more kills, taking us to priority for next turn. Priority this turn went to the good side, Marcus, what did you do?
We had the Morgul Knights captain call heroic because he's in range of the Witch King and everybody else in there. And then Aragon tried to counter us, but we won the roll-off, so it's going our way.
Nice.
Yeah, so we finished our heroic move, and we've had probably the key moment was the troll climbing up the mountain to get further into the city. And the Morgul Knight captain and Sauron and that other troll have just sort of set up so they can clear out the last of the elves in the gate, and we can really start to bring our numbers to bear into the city and get through.
The good move phase saw the troll that climbed up getting charged by Gimli and Glorfindel, but it did cost Gimli some will to get in. Elsewhere on the battlefield, Aragorn and Arwen are coming out of the Great Library to try to stop the advance of the evil forces, and then the orcs are just pouring over the walls, climbing up the cliffs, getting in. The walls have almost completely fallen. There's still some defenders there, but they're running out. And in the shooting phase, Legolas managed to dismount one of the Morgul Knights, and then the catapults fired back at him and took another fate point off the Elven Prince. The other catapults missed, and the Great Beast shooting didn't manage to do anything this turn, taking us into combat. This fight phase was full of action in the center. Fights were fought and elves died, and then Gimli and Glorfindel managed to kill a troll. It cost them both a point of might, but worth it to take one of those big monsters off the board. On this flank, the orcs are finally pushing through, with Goroth getting 2 kills, making an opening to climb down that ladder and get into Rivendell. That goes into the next turn. Priority for this turn went to the evil side, and that saw more orcs charging onto the walls, and in the center, as many models as possible pushing forwards. In Alex's move, he just responded to what the evil side did, running Aragorn into combat. And at the end of the movement phase, the special ability was activated.
After conferring with Liam, lots of subtle eye movements, we've decided to reveal one of our special abilities, and that is that we get to deploy the Watcher in the water. We're going to have the Watcher come up right behind Arwen there.
Alex's favourite model.
Alex.
Sushi time.
And this is the board at the end of the movement phase. This flank is going really well for the orcs. They're finally getting numbers into Rivendell, but the middle is still congested, so it needs to be a big turn of damage in there. That goes to the shooting phase. The orcs in the Great Beast managed to miss every single shot, and the Watcher has come in ready to use his tentacles. He managed to hit Arwen and drag her into combat with him. And that goes into the combat phase. There's a heroic combat from Eristor down here fighting against the Witch King, but the Witch King's about to die. Aragorn has called a free heroic strike, and then we're gonna start with the Watcher in the water fighting against Arwen. The Watcher has 6 dice. Arwen just has 1. They both fight 6. Let's see it.
Okay.
Nice. Oh. And that goes to the Watcher. The banner's not in range. It is 3 to wound because she is a whopping defense 3.
Except I called heroic defense, so it's only on 6.
And at the end of that fight, she took 1 wound, but passed her fate, so she's just pushed back, but still alive just. And the next fight was Eristor's heroic combat, which technically should have gone first, but Eristor managed to win that and slay the Witch King. So he's come out. And where are those elves going?
I think they're mostly going to go support against those trolls. The spear supports won't move, so not a heap of movement. We're going to get Eristor to go all the way into the...
The next fight saw Sauron win his fight and barge. He's used his barge distance to go into Aragorn. Aragorn has called a heroic strike, so he might be a higher fight, but it's worth the risk. And fights around the battlefield went badly for the evil side, taking casualties, and some of the trolls took wounds, but they're still standing. And now it's up to the main event. It's Sauron fighting Aragorn. Aragorn called a heroic strike, so let's find out what his fight value is. It's not good. He's fight 8. That is lower than Sauron. Alex, how about you set the bar for him?
4 hard.
That was not good.
What did I tell you? I guess you got your 4.
Sauron's got a 6, so he has won that fight. Just rolling to wound. It's 3s to wound against Aragorn.
Unhurling, that would have been a great effect on it.
Takes 2 wounds. So Aragorn takes 2 wounds. He's got 1 wound, but 3 fate left. And of course, pushes back.
God, this is cat though.
Alrighty, Mr. Alex. So Sauron's going to do our second ability, a cheeky little fireball. So now that all of them are bunched up and he's in a good spot, he's going to turn and just...
Tell me more about Fireball.
The fireball is going to cast on a 2-up.
Oh, so Fireball.
And the model that it hits counts as being hit by the dragon's Breathe Fire ability. That means that model will take a strength 9 hit, and all models within 2 inches of it will also take a strength 9 hit. Any model that suffers a wound is instantly dead.
Jacob, why are my abilities dookie?
Water was pretty good. That
rolling well.
water was very good.
The target is this model here. You successfully cast it on a 2-up, so now we're rolling wounds. I'll point, you roll. This guy needs a 3 to kill him. He's gone.
Passing the banner off.
All right, which one do you want to pass it to?
The one that's touching the most other people. I can't see.
All right, that guy.
Thanks, Jacob.
All right, who's next?
We'll get the banner guy again.
Oh, okay, so the banner has made it through.
Survived. All right, the guy next to the banner.
He's dead.
We'll do Gimli now.
Gimli's taking a wound. Alex, do you want to use fate points?
I'm loving you the fate. Thank you, Jacob.
That was not in the tray.
Roll this one in tray though.
He has passed. Okay.
All right, that over the top.
This guy here.
He's
gone.
incinerated. The white one with the shield. He lives.
He's alive. All right.
The one with the black with the shield.
He's alive.
This one here on the end, the wood elf. He's dead.
He's dead.
And Aragorn.
Aragorn is the last one. Oh, he hasn't taken a wound from that. That could have been better, but it's done some damage. And priority this turn did go to the evil side. Alex, what have you done about it?
Aragorn is the leader of the free peoples. He will call a free heroic move with his mighty arrow.
All right. Anything to counter?
Yeah, Sauron will be countering with his with a point of might.
All right. Let's see a very important roll off. You need a 1, 2, 3 to get this. Yes. All right. It goes to the evil side. Sorry, I'm technically on the good side.
So he's going to live the charge here.
Oh, charge there, not Aragorn. All right, the next move is the Great Beast. Liam, grab a hold of him and you can charge him straight up that staircase. Let's go. So he's going to hit that elf and Aragorn simultaneously.
I guess.
2 dice on Aragorn. That's a wound on Aragorn. You've got 1 wound, 3 fate.
First fate against this great beast. Fails, will not spend.
Oh.
Sends 2 might.
2 might.
Sucks.
So bad.
Oh, that changes everything.
And you hit the elf as well. And he is dead. All of the orcs have been running forwards and it got to Gandalf's turn to move. Alex, what have you done with Gandalf?
Gandalf had a really, really fun turn. He cast Sorcerer's Blast on the Morgul Knight currently fighting Gimli in the banner.
Hang on, I thought something happened before that.
Well, technically it happens as he does it.
Okay.
Let's do one of the other time. So he goes to cast it with a will and one with the free. Roll double ones. And I think, you know what? I really want to do this. I spend 3 might like an absolute chad because Gandalf doesn't get rerolls, obviously.
So you've successfully passed your Sorcerer's
We
Blast
haven't
cast.
finished resolving it because Gandalf then went, I'm going to climb down as I do this. Down, the cliff.
Yeah, easy climb
Obviously,
test.
I've rolled 2 1s so far. Everything happens in 3s. I roll a 1, fall down, lie prone, and take 2 strength 3 hits.
Now, are you wounded?
No.
Okay, you're still embarrassed though.
I am massively embarrassed. Gandalf is over here and prone.
Nice. So that goes into the shooting phase, which started with the evil side. Now the Great Beast fired all of its bows down into Aragorn below. They had 6 hits, which was pretty impressive on 5s. But then only 1 went through in the ways. So Liam, roll this dice. Oh, on a 6, Aragorn was dead. After that, the rest of the shooting finished up without much happening. So that goes into combats. Are there any heroics to declare?
We're going to call a heroic combat with...
Gimli? Yeah. Caught with Sauron.
Wow, okay, so Sauron has used his 2nd point of might on a heroic combat. It makes sense because you need to make progress in there.
Glorfindel's going to call a heroic strike to accompany Gimli's heroic combat. It just threatens a lot of things and hopefully dissuades Sauron from charging straight at me.
Let's see a roll off. 1, 2, 3 goes evil. 4, 5, 6 goes good. Goes to the good side.
Glorfindel strike first. Let's see if he gets to fight 10. He does.
He does get to fight 10.
Set the bar for me.
It's a 6.
Let's do Glorfindel.
Oh, that's not good.
Let's do random do.
Oh, there's the 6. All right, so you've won that.
Very nice. Glorfindel needing 5s. Rerolling 1 dice. Gimli on 4s. Let's figure next. Why not? Cooking. This is not going well.
That was abysmal rolling. So he has just survived that. All right, so that goes into Sauron next. Oh, Sauron, you've got a banner.
Nope.
All right, Sauron has lost. Oh, no. Oh, nearly 2 wounds on Sauron. And the next fight saw Elladan kill the orc that killed his brother finally. It did cost him 2 points of might, but he has got it. The next fight is Aragorn fighting the Great Beast. It charged in. Can it get the kill on him? It's set the bar on a 5. Oh, no. You don't have a might point, so can you kill Aragorn?
You need 1 might.
You need 1 wound.
Just I say so.
And that is 1 wound on Aragorn, which is enough to take him down. At the end of the combat phase, Lots has died. Another troll went down. Obviously, Aragorn died earlier. And just more casualties across the walls going into next turn. And priority for this turn went to the evil side. Alex, what did you do?
Unfortunately, Glorfindel's gonna have to spend my last point of might down on the ground there. Just gonna hold the Great Beast, Sauron, the Watcher, everything. I was gonna hold as long as possible, hold out for the defenses.
We've countered with the last point of might on the mouth of Sauron.
All right, let's see the roll-off. Once it goes evil. Goes to the good side.
Glorfindel has done what he thinks is necessary at this point. He's charged into the Dark Lord Sauron. Gimli's gone in. Arwen has gone in. Popped a Wrath of Bruin in. Knocked some guys down. No wounds, but that's fine. We've pinned the Great Beast. We've sent the banner into probably what is a deadly gambit into the Watcher. We're just going to try and hold them here as long as humanly possible. Or elfly possible.
And Elladan, who called this heroic move, is going to go next.
Absolutely.
What-
He has
what's
only
the plan
one.
here?
He has to go crazy. And I'd rather charge them before they get on the walls.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to go onto the siege tower.
And in the evil movement phase, this horde of orcs has advanced and they're slowly coming towards the towers under threat. The council house will be under threat soon. And importantly, the small elven house is currently under threat as well. Actually, the evil side holds it, so they're scoring a point there. That went into Gandalf's move, and he did cast a Sorcerous Blast at this bannerman, managed to knock him off the edge and kill him. Alex, where do you want Gandalf to end up?
Well, considering he started prone, he's only going to move 3 inches up. He'd have to move 3 inches forward to get in range. So, I guess we're doing that. Other dude is really close to me now.
Yep.
There's a whole bunch of orcs like right here.
Well, what if we change that and I activate my second ability? So I'm going to activate my second ability to swing the tide on that flank. Aemma on horse with the last Riv Knights he's managed to scrounge up. Gonna whack you on the flank. It's gonna hurt. Sucked in. That is gonna hurt. Aemma comes in. The donker.
The shooting phase this turn saw the Watcher in the water kill a Wood Elf, and then Legolas fired down and killed an Orc bannerman. That goes into the combat phase. In the combat phase, Aemma called a heroic combat, and then he killed the 2 orcs he was up against. Alex, where's he going to?
As close to Gandalf as possible while charging 2 dudes.
The next fight saw Sauron win against Glorfindel, but it cost him his last point of might. He did kill the horse, but Glorfindel survived unwounded, but completely out of fate. That means that if Sauron takes wounds, he could be down on the One Ring save with no might, so there is now a lethal opportunity on him. The next fight saw Gothmog and Eristor fighting. What happened there?
Gothmog won the fight, and then he rolled 3 5s, so spent 3 might to make Eristor make a fate save, which he failed.
Nice. The next fight was the twin who charged out onto the siege tower very courageously. He lost his fight, took 2 wounds, had 2 fate, and Alex, what happened to him?
What do you think happened? He's an elf.
He's dead.
Your villain arc is really coming through.
On this flank with the newly arrived Rivendell Knights, they did well, taking off handfuls of orcs. This is an action-packed turn because the mouth of Sauron fighting against Gimli in the next fight got taken down as well. There's only 3 turns left in the game, and the evil side needs to be making some more progress here. If they want to win, they need to start capturing some more buildings. Priority for the next turn has gone to the evil side. Alex, are there any heroics coming out of the good guys?
Yes.
Who have you called with?
Aemma's gonna call a heroic move.
why didn't you call it with Gandalf the White?
Because he has no mic. He's got all 3 on the sorcerer's last.
That was a very quick heroic because it was only Aomer and 2 elves, and it goes to the Evil's movement phase. In the Watcher's move, he took a climb test to get up. He did classically roll a 1 and use his only point of might to get up there. It means that the Evil side has made it to the 2nd tier of the city, so they're going to start pushing on these pressure points and hopefully scoring some points. And in the center, Sauron moved first, and he used 2 will points to call a Chill Soul, and he managed to successfully cast it at Arwen, which did finally kill her. He then charged into Glorfindel, the rest of the orcs moved around, and then the Great Beast is going full steam ahead straight towards the Great Hall, hoping to score some points by capturing these buildings. And this is the board at the end of the Evil movement phase. There's a lot going on here. Firstly, you can see that Evil is scoring a point currently for controlling this Elven house. The Great Library is still under Alex's control with the elves, but it's under threat. The tower is also controlled by the Evil side. That combined with the fact that Aragorn has gone down means that currently the Evil side is on 3 points, while Alex is on 4 by controlling the library, barracks, Great Hall, and the council house. So the game is very close at the moment. In the Evil movement phase, these Rivendell Knights got swarmed. They've just entered the battlefield, but they're already in a lot of danger. That goes into the good move phase. Alex, where are you starting?
We're going back to Gandalf, and you may not have thought so, but that cheeky heroic move by Aomer made sure that he wouldn't be engaged with, and now he's going to go compel that Great Beast. Let's try and cast it first. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
All right.
2 dice.
2 dice, needing a 3 or 4?
Sure.
This is the resist test. That was a 4, so that does resist it. Now, Alex, what was the plan? Because this would have been very exciting.
He was going to do a 4-3 180, hit the 6 dudes behind him, hopefully then leave Gimli unengaged so he can do some funny business, but obviously elf dice don't help.
No.
Cool, Gandalf's going to move away. Life's tough in Rivendell right now. We're kind of out of might. Sauron's just kind of doing whatever he wants. Glorfindel isn't long for this world. It's going to fluff, probably. Couldn't cast a spell because Gandalf's mid.
And in the shooting phase this turn, the Watcher wasn't able to fire, but Merry and Pippin threw their stones at it and managed to do a wound to it. The Great Beast fired everything at Gandalf the White, but didn't do any damage, and then Legolas missed his shot, taking us into the combat phase. The first combat saw this troll lose his fight and get pushed back, and then Sauron fought against Glorfindel, lost the fight, and took a wound. Massive. He's got 3 left. And again, it was a raging battlefield. Gimli got a kill, elves got kills, elves died everywhere, and the fight continues on into the next turn. Priority this turn went to the good side, but the evil side has more might, so we were able to call heroics, and they're just moving forwards.
Got what jackers?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cheat on you, Alex.
It's a thing.
And here is the board after the movement phase. The Great Beast charged up and managed to clip Elrond, but didn't do any wounds, but they are fighting. And the elves have just responded to the encroaching evil forces, making sure they're not able to push through too far. And in the good movement phase, Gandalf has moved across and he's within range of Sauron. What are you going to be casting?
We're going to go for a banish. A kill on Sauron is essentially a win for the good side. At that stage, we're going to have to risk it. 2 dice needing something. It's a 4. I think that cuts.
I think that does.
I think that does. Marcus. We're 2 into resist. Let's go. Double 1.
Gets all that.
In the shooting phase, the Watcher took his tentacle shots at Merry, managed to do a wound and kill the poor hobbit. Take him out. All of the archers in the back of the Great Beast fired down at Gandalf the White, and again failed to wound him. The combat phase started with the Watcher in the water, who killed 5 elves. Absolutely brutal turn out of the Watcher. Over on this side of the battlefield, the Rivendell Knights managed to endure just getting some more kills, and then Aomer got several more kills. What happened over on this side, Alex?
Sauron defeated Glorfindel there, but he's not dead. He went for some other kills. The troll was defeated, backed away, and was trapped, but didn't suffer any wounds. And elsewhere, the last kind of elvish resistances were being wiped out below the walls.
But the game is nearly over. You just have to hold on. At the moment, you control the library. The barracks is empty. The Great Hall and the Council House and the tower is under battle as well. So It is close. We've got one fight left. It's Elrond fighting the Great Beast. And the Great Beast has got the 6. Elrond's on a 5. You have Lord of the West and a banner.
I can't wait to spend this my
What am I?
Are you spending it? Yeah, absolutely. 6 to wound. Lord of the West.
You back out.
For the last turn of the game, it is close, absolutely down to the wire. The evil side definitely controls this building. The library is 100% to be fought for. It could go either way. The barracks might be able to be claimed by the Watcher. Is there any hobbits defending it?
Pippin?
Pippin is defending it. Okay, so Pippin could be the hero there. The Great Hall is probably pretty safe with the elves, but that Great Beast is going to try to do damage and kill Elrond. Gandalf the White is alive there. Him and Elrond are, of course, worth points. This tower is also being fought for. It could go either way. The council house is probably safe for the elves. So this is close. We don't know who's won. Let's play this turn and find out. Priority has gone to the good side. Are there any heroics being declared?
I will call a move with the captain of the Great Beast.
All right, any counter, or are you going to let it happen, Alex?
I'm gonna let it happen. Hopefully I can pull off some crazy business with Elrond.
That's going to go straight to the Great Beast. Is he just going to charge into Elrond?
Yep, straight out.
Fantastic. Roll your 2 dice. You're going to wound Elrond on 5s. Can you do it?
Not.
Oh, yeah, got one.
Got one. Taking the wound. And here is the board after both sides have moved. The Watcher is in the barracks, but the elves were able to block off any of the orcs entering the library. In the tower, it's chock-a-block full of orcs, but none of the evil side managed to get into the Hall of Fire. They just need to kill Elrond, and the council house is safe. That takes us into a shooting phase, and then into the final combat phase of the game. Legolas in the tower fired down at Sauron, but failed to do a wound. And then the Watcher used its tentacle attacks at Pippin and managed to kill him, meaning that building is controlled by the evil side. The only heroic that's been declared is with Elrond. Alex, what have you called?
A heroic combat, likelihood to come off, not that massive. If it does, we got some play.
Set the bar, Liam. That's a 6 with the Grey Beast. All right.
Let's do Gandalf and Elrond.
There's a 6.
The elves on 5s are rolling once.
That's 3 wounds so far.
Elrond 6s rolling once.
3 5s. 4 5s. You didn't have light.
I guess I'll have the banner, I'm pretty sure.
And there we go. The Bannerman does the last wound.
Shit.
Take the Great Beast out of there.
And there you get that amount of ball.
And after that heroic, a couple of the Orc Archers survived, and some of the Elves ran into the building so they can contest it from the Watcher in the water. And the next fight is Sauron against Glorfindel. Alex, what's the play here?
Glorfindel isn't worth any points. Sauron is. He has 2 rings left. I'm going to not only stab with Glorfindel, I'm two-handed.
Wow. All right. Set the bar with Glorfindel.
Setting the bar two-handed. Hell, of course I will. 5. It's as good as I can do.
Oh, it goes to Sauron.
I'm dead.
And Sauron, in return, slays Glorfindel with 2 wounds. In the rest of the fights across the board, both orcs died and elves died, but ultimately, it didn't matter because we've reached the end of the game. And here we are at the end of the game. Firstly, the Elven house down here goes to the evil side. They have captured it. That's 1 point to them. The library is on the good side. The barracks also managed to be on the good side because those 2 elves snuck in off the heroic combat. The Great Hall, again, the good side, and same with the council house. So they've scored a total of 4 points. The evil side has this tower and also killed Aragorn for a total of 3 points, meaning we have a victory to the good side.
That was a great game. Was a win for good, which, you know, can't be too happy about, but played with some great people. Awesome terrain, awesome game. It was really good to see all the different models that we got to pull together, especially when we used the secret ability with the Watcher. Very exciting to see that pop out and have some fun interactions. But yeah, largest game I've ever played and definitely the most exciting.
Oh, that was close. It was really tight right until the end. I think the Watcher almost pulled it out of the water for us. But otherwise, we really got held up at the gate and was hard work from there. But a really fun game and really tight.
Victory is in the hands of the elves. I don't know how, but we've managed to do it, and that's a massive victory. Have to give my hats off to Marcus and Liam for a hard-fought battle on this awesome terrain.
This has been Conquest Creations, and thank you for watching the Siege of Rivendell. I've had a ton of fun putting together this video, and I hope you have enjoyed it. If you want to support the channel to make more videos just like this one and get yourself some incredible wargaming terrain at the same time, then please head over to the Kingdom of Noldareth Kickstarter page. I've been Jacob Lucas. Thank you for watching.